here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now he'll pull it down. He finds an opening past the 40. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here. The timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Hayes got his man, Robbie Anderson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Fielded at the 43. a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
To throw on 2nd down, Hayes. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Escaping the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. He's got a man complete.
Don't worry about it, baby. I ain't worried about the
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 85 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On second down now. Dobbs, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbs. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 43 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Slant to Adams. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to pass. Tua over the middle. That's caught by Adams. this one across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and...
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Hayes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second, but there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. It certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Might have needed just one more block. As it stands, 37-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On first down, Hayes. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw. Hayes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first attempt, this from 45. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, Hayes eluding the pressure right. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Dobbs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Off play action. Hayes on the move to his left. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now a give right side. Dobbs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
The Packers 16-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbs. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Hayes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's Madison. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
It's third down and goal to go.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. To come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. And the Packer first down.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This is caught at the 20. He is down deep into Minnesota territory. 36 yards on the play.
36 yards.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
On first down, Mostert stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Good play defensively. It'll be a loss of 1. Second down coming up. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now a give, right side. Dobbs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Hayes. Steps away to his left. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Tua gonna throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Hayes. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Hayes. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Punching it in from a yard away. And this Viking offense is running away with this.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And that'll set him back 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Packers' 32-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and 13.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbs. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
On for the field goal.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. From the gun on 3rd down. Hayes. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Parker, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.